discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's got room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Daniels looking to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Maybe 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Yeah, right. Too humble. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Okay,
and they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Here we go, here we go.
Second and 9 now. He's got his man. That's Hurts downfield. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Giving it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Back to throw now on first down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here we go, strike. Nice. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Come on. 18, 5, Viking, go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Taking a shot here for Marshall. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Terrace Marshall as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 15-14, 1-point game.
Makes the score. Visitors 15, Eagles 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Breaks through the contact. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Hold it ready.
A final shot before break. Daniels. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Ready.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Chicago.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football open to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. There's a long way to go in this game. You know, they're just going to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done. And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go now. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
I guess it's good we can't really... Read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They'll run for the first time with Amari DiMercato. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now it's the backup Mariota. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Zach Boyd from his outside linebacker spot gets him down there for a loss of 4. Third and 12. Here's Mariota. Looking for the out route, and he's got it. It's complete to McCaffrey. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Jackson to return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be Eagles football, first and 10.
35-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
No touchdown. No touchdown.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead here this third quarter. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. picked up by the linebacker, Wagner. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they're going to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Mariota. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Ready, set.
Now a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
Ready,
2nd and 6.
The give is to DiMercado. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
He was brought down
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Chicago.
Ready.
Throwing, Mariota. Looking for Aguilar, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
2nd and 10.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late and tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
11 more on that one and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw again. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Elliott good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Our home team 27. Visitors 15.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Zach Ertz has it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw Mariota. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
2nd and 5.
Mariota again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
On the handoff, it's DiMercado.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
A gain of 13 yards.
17.
1st down, Chicago.
Here we go.
Mariota now. Fine time was left.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
Mariota.
Now a screen going to be set up out to the left.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Nelson Aguilar, his 1st touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
To throw Mariota.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4.
Eagles 27, visitors 23.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
63. No touch that.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 48-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To Barkley on the check down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.